What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today, well, we're jumping into something I haven't really covered in the past couple Star Expeditions. And that's the Void, the Catastrophe, Abyss Catastrophe. Yeah, the boss in Star Expedition. We're finally kind of optimally play this out. Yeah, it's been quite a while since we've tried doing it. Sadly, we are not gonna get the next tier up because we're still just shy of getting to the next level in the transition temple, which would be a whole another divine power level for all of our heroes. But at the very least, we should be able to do a decent amount of damage here, and it's perfect timing because we are on bar 101. Now we're not going to be hitting sub 60%. We're going to be hitting at the top, but our Lord of Fear Aspen does have the fire, so it should be pretty solid here. Let's get some attacks in here. Actually, you know what, the couple things we haven't done is prepare our support heroes here. So we're going to chuck in no, this one here, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's that one. Oh geez, I'm pretty sure it's that one. So yeah, I think that's good. Now once you get past bar 100, it does turn into the other boss that I've yet to learn the strategies for, but this time we might actually do just yet that. But let's see what our damage numbers actually look like here, because we have not done this in a very long time. Let's go to our Transcendence hero list. Of course, want to get you there, put you over there, and then we need our support heroes, you and Heart Watcher. That looks like the squad we want to go for. We are also going to go for her noble core now, and it is upgraded to version 5, so we do get some additional bonuses. Fingers crossed I set this all up. We should have candy cane or lucky candy bars on the 3 support heroes. We should have Demon Bells here. She should be the fastest hero. Let's see what happens. Again, it's been quite a while since we've done this, so I have no clue what our damage number is going to look like, especially with the divine power we now have. First round, of course, we're not going to have that full energy, but let's see what happens once we start hitting here. I don't know if this is going to be a crazy high amount of damage, but everything seems to be looking correct. Yep, everybody's getting actives off, which is important. End of the round, everybody's getting that 50 energy from cause. They're removing CCs. It looks like it is working properly, and we do have the correct skin on our Lord of Fear Aspen as well. Now remember, this is bar 101, so it moves pretty slowly compared to like the old days where we were like really pushing on like 120 and under. It's much easier nowadays to get to the lower bars if you are in a very competitive guild. But let's see what these damage numbers are like. That's the most important thing here. Let's see what happens. We are using the snake. We have 100% armor break on our hero. We have a decent amount of crit chance. I think it's like in the 80%-ish range. So getting some crits, but of course you don't want every hit on Lord of Fear Aspen to crit, because if one part doesn't crit, then that means everything gets that 30% bonus from Balanced Strike. That looked like a very good active right there. I think we've missed like one active so far. We gotta hope that all those buffs from the snake monster are landing on our Lord of Fear Aspen. There's a pretty good chance because it hits 4 targets out of 6. And yeah, it looks like it's working out pretty good. Survivability is easy above bar 99, that's for sure. Or at least bar 100. I can't remember which one it is. We're on to the last round here. Getting that hit perfect. Final damage hit here. I mean, it looked pretty good. Again, not all the parts are critting, but not all of it can crit anyway. All right, so yeah, we're in the E plus 17. Hold on, wait a minute. That is a lot more damage than we used to do. Weren't we pushing like E16 at that point, and now we're at E17? Hold on, I need to take a screenshot of this. That's a pretty solid number right there. At least I think. Again, so much has changed, especially since we're almost doing 100% bonus damage. I think what this means is we're doing 157 quadrillion with the 17, because 16 was like we were doing 15 quadrillion. Now we're doing 157, I believe. Hold on. What is e to the 17th? E to the 17. So yeah, I think so. I think that means we're doing 157 quadrillion. That was a pretty big hit for us too. Now we're about to hit the dead zone, so I'm gonna skip this attack here. Hopefully it's still strong enough to get through a decent amount. Yeah, see, we went to that dead zone of that 60 to 70% HP, which is a big downside. Yeah, so these hits are going to be a lot weaker, but we do have some attempts. Let's see if we can maybe get through this section here and just chunk it out. See if we can get some really good hits here. Yeah, we're getting like 27 here without the fire, down to 69. I think you have to be sub 60, right? If I remember correctly on Aspen. It's been a while since I've done this, so just bear with me, guys. Yeah, they have to have less than 60%. So that we're in that 60 to 70% dead zone. We're gonna see if we can power through it. We're at 67 now. And yeah, these numbers are being, so we're going from like 157 quadrillion down to like 21 quadrillion, which does mean we're going much slower through this here. We're not getting the huge damage spikes. We're down to 66. I don't know if we're gonna get one attempt in the lower range. That was even lower. That was like 11. I don't think we're gonna push through it to the end. That was 37. That was a really good hit, but yeah, 63. So we're not gonna quite break down into the sub 60, sadly. That is giving us a pretty good score though. It helps to try, right guys? Let's do one more attempt. This one might, towards the end of the battle, break into the sub 60% range. If it does, that would be awesome. I just don't know if it's going to be possible. Our heroes are still living just fine, so that is not a problem whatsoever. We're still getting the energy feed, which is the most important part. Making sure our Heart Watcher, our Ignis, and everybody is working. And again, once we break past that 100 HP bar mark, we're going to test out and see what type of teams we can make work. Because previously, once we dropped under 100, I was like, I don't care. My team's going to die. I don't have that ridiculous treasure train that a lot of endgame players have. However, it has gotten pretty strong so far. So we'll see how this turns out. Honestly, we could probably just skip this because I just wanted to make sure everything was working correctly. Watching the damage numbers nowadays, I feel like it does much. You do get to see the bar move, but let's see what the damage number is. Yeah, still down in those lower numbers, sadly. So almost broke down into the 60% range, but we'll let JC and everybody take care of that because JC is probably gonna hit and go absolutely crazy, or at least I think he will. I don't know. Yeah, decent damage numbers today. We didn't really even try the previous days. We just did hits very high on the bar. But tomorrow will get really interesting because we're going to have to try to discover new team compositions, make this work. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let me know how your star expedition is going now that we have all this divine power, the divine power gap, all this destiny transition nonsense. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you guys next time.